All right. Hello, everyone. So it's the end of the year or getting close to it, and it is time to put out videos about how next year will be the market crash. um, I'm laughing, not in a criticizing way. I'm not, because everyone has their own opinions, but it's funny. It happens every year. I noticed that. It didn't. The market didn't crash this year, so it has to crash next year. No, it doesn't. But anyways, with that being said, this YouTube video is a very special YouTube video. It's a very cool video, especially for people who are trying to figure out ways of, how can I increase the value of my portfolio? Is there a sure way? There isn't a sure way in anything in the markets, but could there be a tool or something that could help? So yeah, there is. And I am going to show you why I stay bullish all the time. I believe that I can make money in the stock market all the time. I don't care really what the market conditions are. I mean, I'm not, I don't live in a fake bubble world. I get it. We have to, care about the market and what's going on, but I'm not scared. I never exit the market because, I use common sense. I invest in, or I'll put my, the serious amount of money in good companies, good exchange traded funds. We also, I also use tools. And I'm going to show you in this YouTube video one tool, which is called the unusual options, right? And this is a pretty awesome tool. It's one of my top favorite tools because we're able to see where the institutional investors are spending their money, where are they putting their money, what stock, what price, are they targeting, exact price that they are targeting, and up to what date. I mean, that's just as clear as it gets, right? So we have an AI tool that analyzes institutional grade options and spits out the analysis in such an easy way that even if you're a first-time investor, you get it, right? And I want to stress that because options are hard. They can be lucrative, but you can also lose a lot of money. So we're simplifying that. And over on my Discord, I have simplified that in a very simple way. That makes a lot of sense, easy, makes money for a lot of our members. And I'm going to share that with you. But at the same time, in order so that this is not seen like it's a commercial, which it kind of isn't, I am going to show you in this YouTube video things that are going to turn bullish going forward starting today. There are certain stocks that are going to go on a bull run mode. And maybe this might be something that interests you. Although I will stress this, my opinion is my opinion. I'm sharing my opinions with you guys, right? I have an opinion, you have an opinion, we all have an opinion on the markets, right? And so do not invest according to my opinion. Do not. You have to do your own research. When you press the buy button on your trading app to buy something, that's your responsibility. And before you can take that responsibility, you have to do homework. So especially if the stock market is bearish, I always turn to one place, which is the place that has all the tools, has an amazing community of nearly 3,000 members. We actually have 3,000 members. Yeah, they're not 2,900 made it to the Discord. 100, I don't know why they're not in the Discord. And you can understand when you have 3,000 members, you can seriously get some serious, amazing, profitable information on a daily basis. And add to that the tools. So some of the tools, not all, because I can't fit them all on the screen, but some of the most important tools in our Discord are all of these that you see here. So if you were to pause the video, you can read all about them. We have the halts, the dark pool, quant alerts, SEC files, a bunch of things. What we're going to focus on mainly in this YouTube video is a little bit of the dark pool and the unusual options. This is the main one. Ticker symbol VZLA. If you were to look at VZLA on the stock market, you would see that the stock is now trading at $5.03. That's what it closed on Friday. Over on our Discord, we have some tools. And we had, let's say, information that this thing would go up. First of all, like I said, the community, 3,000 members. A lot of our members for the past 1 month have been screaming VZLA, VZLA, guys. Everyone was giving their opinion but was bullish. You could have also, if you didn't want to listen to anyone, you could have gone to our dark pool channel and see that back on August 15, 2025, there was a $10.5 million buy for VZLA when the stock was trading, as you can see here, $3.45. Now, dark pool information comes in live, so if you were on in our Discord back on August, you would have seen that on that day, right? And maybe you would have liked it and got in and held. But on also November 20th, 2025, at $4.67, someone else dropped $16.2 million to invest in VZLA. We also had the momentum on November 26th, VZLA, when the stock was trading at $4.55, which gave us a buy recommendation or a buy conviction. We had a high conviction for a buy rating. And lo and behold, the stock is trading at $5.03. You're up, right? You're making money. These are tools that exist in our Discord that are telling us things ahead of time before stocks run. You put all those things together, you're getting the point. Okay, now let's focus on the tool that I said we have, which is called unusual options. Let me show you how it has worked so far, and then I'm going to show you 4 stocks that it has found that I believe are going to go up, right? So on November 26, 2025, now this is just to show you how the unusual options channel works. We get an unusual options alert. See how it says here, unusual options alert. This is how it comes in the Discord for IMAX. All right, and the current price at the time was $36.88. So it tells us the sentiment, right? And it's telling us that this unusual option that has taken place by an institutional on the institutional level is a bullish option. The current price is $36.68 that the option was executed. The target price that this institutional investor is targeting is $40 minimum, so that implies an 8.5% increase, as you can see here. It's telling us that the expiration date of this option is on December 19, 2025. 2 days later, IMAX is at $37.50, so it's already moving up. The next thing is, here's another example, unusual options alert for CRDO. So again, it's telling us that it's bullish, as you can see right here. It's giving us the current price when this whole post came into our Discord. At that time, CRDO was $159.52. It told us that the institutions are targeting the $190 price target, which is a 19% jump, and the expiration date would be by December 19, 2025. So we know that this year, by the time of this year, something's going to happen. And like I said, during that time when we got the alert, it was $159. And CRDO, as of the time of me recording this video, is at $174.62. Already moved up. Big time. But you could have known about it before it hit 174. You could have known about CRDO when it was $159 because we had that information. FRMI, this is a really cool one. Love it, love it, love it. I love it, guys. And you know what? It might be an opportunity even for you if you like it, because I don't think it's over. My price target for FRMI is 20. Now, as you can see, FRMI is at $16.42 at the time of me recording this video. And like I said, my price target is 20. This is a pretty cool one. When we got the unusual options alert for FRMI, it was trading at $14.43 when we got the alert. So I see that it was bullish. I see the price target is $17.50. That's the price target that the institution is aiming for by December 19, 2025. It's already up. So it went from 14, it already just a couple of days, it moved up to 16. And I had called it a buy for my Discord members on November 25th, 2025, as you can see here, at $14.09. So now let me show you a stock that's going to go on a bull mode. The ticker symbol is CIFR. But with CIFR, I want to take it step by step. So we had a dark pool trade for CIFR that came into our Discord. So this was an alert that came into our Discord that told us that somebody bought $35 million. $35 million worth of CIFR when it was trading at $14.35. We're getting this alerts live. So when we're seeing that he bought at $14.35 and you look and we get the alert, when we get the alert and we check out CIFR, that very instantly, that very moment, it is trading at 14.35. So we see that, it's $14.35. We just got a $35 million institutional buy for CIFR. And that was on November 17, 2025, by the way. Obviously, if anyone had seen that alert in the Discord, they may have said, you know what, I'm getting in. I like it. All right, this is pretty cool. I looked at the company, I did my homework real quick, and I agree with the institutional buy, and I'm going to get in too. Well, congratulations, because the stock now is trading at $20.60. And why am I showing this if it went from 14 to 20? Because it's not over. Yesterday on Friday, so on Friday, this past Friday, guys, we get some very important information that came into the Discord. And that is this one right here. We got just this past Friday, we got this unusual options alert for CIFR. And the current price at that time when the alert came in, CIFR was trading at $20.52. But look at this. First of all, it's expiring on December 19th, 2025, and the sentiment is bullish. But the target price, guys, is insane. I mean, this for, the institutions who placed this unusual option are aiming for $36. That's a 75% increase. I don't know if it's going to do that. I really don't know. What I do know, and I believe, is that CIFR will go higher than the $20 and something that is trading now. I do believe that. Now, someone's going to say, but Bitcoin is not doing well and it's crashing, or it's going to crash. What are you talking about? Well, I don't know. I think Bitcoin's going to turn around and we're going to have a massive bull run for Bitcoin, because the rest of the unusual options that you see here on the screen all have to do with Bitcoin related stocks: Coinbase Global, HUT, MicroStrategy, right? Strategy Incorporation, and Cypher. All four of these, what do they have to do? These are stocks that are all related to Bitcoin. Institutions, they know more, and they don't put a lot of money blindly anywhere, right? Why on Friday, why this past Friday, are we getting unusual options alerts, bullish unusual options alerts for Bitcoin related stocks? And it's not just this four. These are the four I wanted to put on the screen. There's more. I couldn't fit them all. If you use common sense, it means that, smart money believes Bitcoin is going to go on a bull run. So I believe that Coinbase, for example, it has a bullish sentiment. It, at that time, was trading at $279. Look at the target price that they have. This is by December 5th, 2025. I repeat, by December 5th, 2025. That's the expiration date of the option. $302 is where they're aiming. What about this one by December 5th? The price was $45 when the options alert came in for hot mining. $50 is what they're aiming. Well, CIFR is incredible. By the expiration date is December 19th for this option. But $36 price target, 75% up increase. That's incredible. And then you have MicroStrategy. That's also on. But this is by December 5th also. So let's look at CIFR, because it's very important, because it's not just a Bitcoin mining company anymore. This is a company that holds $8.5 billion in binding Amazon Web Services, Google contracts. So if the enterprise value of the company is $6 billion, but just these two contracts are exceeding $8.5 billion, and add to that Bitcoin is going to go on a bull run, in my personal opinion, then you have a recipe where possibly, or more than likely, Cypher is going to go higher. And then you add to that also on Friday this incredible unusual options that came in for Cypher. It's it's hard not to think bullish, I guess. They also had this is for Cypher, that they had a recent $1.3 billion zero coupon convertible. All right, this implies long-term institutional belief in the company and a price of $23 per share or higher. And that's the thing that retail investors will say, that we don't have an advantage because insiders always have the advantage. Yeah, but with tools that some of us use and have, we have also some advantage too. So Cipher Mining Company, together with its subsidiaries, develops and operates industrial scale data centers in the United States. The company was founded in 2021 and it's headquartered in New York. So the most important thing to understand about Cipher is that this company is sitting on more contracted revenue than their enterprise value. What were the 4 stocks that I said that would be stocks that would go up going forward? Coinbase, Hut, Cipher, MicroStrategy. If you liked this YouTube video and if it provided any information that was helpful for you, please consider hitting the like button, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I wish you all the best and take care.